Hello, everyone. My name is Jessie, and this is the Two Sticks and String podcast. We are a podcast about knitting, crocheting, cross stitching, cats, traveling, military, all the crafty things, and little tidbits about life. If you want to get in touch with me, I can be found on Instagram as Army Wife Knitting Life and on Ravelry as Army Wife Knit Life. I know I'm a month late. There is a reason for it. I should have done at least 2 episodes by now. I haven't. Both times that I was due to record, things had been going on, and I did not have the capacity to record. I didn't have the brain space. So I will explain more about that at the end. For now, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like what you're seeing, and hit the like, leave a comment, tell me how your day has been, or something that you particularly enjoy or would like to see more of from me. I would love to make sure that you guys get to see what you want. So until then, let's get started. I have one finished object. That's it. Just the one. So we'll go ahead and show it first. This is the Socrates shrug from the Plucky Knitter. I believe the designer's actual name is Jill Zelensky. And it's kind of big. I can feel the stitch marker. If you give me a moment, I might have taken it off. Did I? I did. Yes, because I had previously recorded and I just took it off after, I guess, and didn't think to put it back on. But this is the shrug. I used Caron 1 pound in the off-white and violet colorways. This is a worsted weight shrug. I used my Knitter's Pride. Oh, haha. It is there. There they are. So I had started from here, ended, this is where it was last time you saw it. So I have everything from here up, done, since you last saw me. I'm going to go ahead and take these out now. Okay, and this is for my best friend, Caitlin. I've known her since I was 5 years old. We had just moved to Mississippi in the middle of the school year, and I didn't know a soul. She had just happened to move to in the middle of the school year from Louisiana, and we were in a town that they don't get a lot of new people. It's a college town, and so any new people there are in college, not kindergarten. So it was kind of cliquey, and it was kind of hard for both of us to fit in, and so we just kind of became each other's friends, and here we are 23 years later. I wouldn't trade her for the world. She is amazing. I adore her. This is for her. It's knit in acrylic because she lives a life where she don't have time to hand wash and hand dry, and that's okay. I don't blame her. But so purple is her favorite color, and I always try to make her something purple every few years for her to enjoy. So this is the shrug. I love it because it's pretty much like knitting a cardigan without an issue, without a lot of shaping, because it's just knit in the round and then you knit flat once you get to this portion. So it's comfy. She's a little shorter than I am, so that's why it's not quite as long. But let me show you the floats. I am proud of them. Okay. And of course, because I don't weave in ends, there are ends to be woven in still. And I will do it because it is for a friend, not myself. So here we go. You can get a nice little look at my floats now. Aren't those stunning? I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Let me just fold it up. I will be seeing her, her mother, and her sister and dad in just a few weeks. We are all going to Myrtle Beach together along with my parents. And I'm really excited to see everyone. I haven't seen Caitlin or her family since I was in the States last in 2018. So it's been a hot minute. We chat on the phone, but seeing in person is always different. And the last time I did see her in 2018, it was for less than 36 hours. So I'm excited to spend a week with her and her family because her family is my second family. On to whips. This is an acquisition. It's a Bags by Awesome Granny extra large bag. It's kittens knitting, and some of them have glasses. They are so cute. I also got the Notions pouch for this because I like to match. Shoot me. Please don't. Alright. So in here I have two projects because Hubs and I just came back from a little getaway. And so I just kind of used this as my catch-all bag for anything that didn't fit in my backpack because we were only gone for a day. So the first whip that we have, Does It Vista Dye Works socks for the month. I guess I have a half object. This is the Marlin Hotel colorway on the Zean base. These socks are for my mother. So they're knit on a 1.5 Knitter's Pride carbon needle. I magic loop. I knit toe up with a Fish Lips Kiss heel, 30 needles, 30 stitches per sock, not 30 needles. That's a lot of needles. Oh my goodness. 60 stitches total on my mom's socks. And I just use a cardboard foot to figure out where the heel needs to go. If you are wondering what a cardboard foot is, it's literally a cardboard foot. It is from a very, very old package. I just ripped it off. I'm still going to cover the address because it is still a valid address, just not for me. But this address was from 2 moves ago when I still lived in South Carolina, back when I first started this podcast. That was a long time ago. Oh my goodness. But so I literally just had my mom step on a piece of cardboard. I traced around it. I noted where her heel was, which is that solid line, and where the end of her pinky toe was to know what her toe box was. And I just slide the sock on here until it hits that line. Then I do a heel. That's it. That is part of the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern. It's $1. It is the best dollar you'll ever spend. I say this all the time. The pattern looks intimidating since it's like 19 pages long, but the instructions are like a paragraph. The rest is just how to make your cardboard foot and why the science behind it works, why the math works. So it's well worth it. I'm over halfway done with the second sock, which is good because these need to be done before the last day of April, which I think is the 30th. I never remember. 30 days has January, February, March, April. Yeah, 30 days. Do you guys know the knuckle trick? Because that's how I always figure out how many days are in a month. I am all over the place. I apologize. This is what happens when I take time off. But yeah, so I have the heel done, and I am hoping to finish these tonight because it stresses me out when I don't have projects done that have deadlines, especially my Desert Vista Dye Works socks, because if I don't get them done on time, then I can't have the prize at the end of the year, the big one of the exclusive colorway, and that's the whole reason I do this sock a month. So it's like almost ruining my entire year if I don't finish it on time. The other whip, I'm not going to show you the one in here yet. This is a new cast on. It is in a Stitching Plaza bag. I have very barely started this, but one of my goals for the month was to cast on a new shawl, and I did. I am using Golden Pearls Love Potion fingering weight, which is a 2-ply sock base, 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 463 yards to 100 grams. That is what their label looks like. And yes, I love Golden Pearls. You all should know this if you've been here for a while, because they collaborated with me to make an exclusive colorway for my Thank You for Being a Friend cowl a few years back. This is the colorway. I'm going to turn this light on so we can hopefully get a better, yeah, that's better. There we go. Purple, green, black, a little bit of yellow. This is knit on the Knitter's Pride Zings US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter. And this is the Changing Staircases shawl from Dragon Horde Yarns, which is Tristan. And I have a Simply Serving stitch marker on here because who would I be if I didn't? And it is a little Hogwarts wizard witch cupcake for the sorting ceremony. I've only done the first little repeat, so it's very small, but it is cast on, so I met that goal for the month, which is nice because there are a few others that I'm not going to be making goals this month on, and that's okay. You have to adjust. And when you've had the month I've had, you'd understand. Okay. My other whips include my September Honey socks from the Yarn Jar, which are beautiful. They have not had much progress done on them at all. This is still sock number 1. But I do still love them, and they will be getting done soon. It just means that it's going to wait a little bit until I will work on, they'll be the next pair I work on until my DVDs for next month. Okay, I have one last whip. I did not work on any cross stitch this month at all, so we'll talk about that in goals in a second. But one of my goals was to cast on my husband's sweater. And I did. Oh, I cast on the sweater. Believe me, I cast on the sweater because I finished 2 of the sleeves. There we go. Goodness, there's long string everywhere because I kept the balls and I kept the string long for sewing in. Sleeve number 1 and sleeve number 2 with a nice little parade of progress keepers to track increases. All right, this is the Antler Pullover by Tin Can Knits. I will always, always, always say that I love their patterns because they are size inclusive and it's all on one file. So it can be a little difficult to read sometimes if you're new to reading patterns. All I do is I open it up on my computer, and when I'm starting that pattern to work on it for a specific person, I will take the markup option, because I have an Apple. I will take the markup option and I will circle all of the numbers that apply for that specific size that I'm doing. And then when I'm done, I just remove them so it's like brand new. Or if you're a paper pattern person, totally okay. I stick them in page savers and I use a dry erase marker, which will also wipe off of a page saver when you're done. So I like it because it's all on one thing. I don't have to print off 3 pages of pattern for a kid size and then 3 pages of pattern for a plus size woman and 3 pages for a man. It's just easier to all have it on one. So especially since a lot of the instructions end up being the same. But I have both of his sleeves done. I'm knitting the men's size large for him using Malabrigo Rios in the Ravelry Red colorway. So I was only supposed to cast this on, but it kind of took over my knitting for the month. And it was nice because it was something I didn't have to think about really or worry about if I'm following the pattern. I wouldn't mess up cables or anything, and I really needed that. So that is it for works in progress. We're going to go over goals really quickly. My first goal was I wanted to start and finish 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair being my Desert Vista Dye Works, 1 pair being the September Honey, and I will finish the DVDs. The goal is to do it tonight. I will not finish the September Honey, I don't think, in this month. I did finish the Saugerties Shrug. I did not separate for the sleeves on my Find My Way sweater. In actuality, I have not touched it at all this month. Not a single stitch has been touched. I haven't even lifted it out of the project bag in a month. And as I said, I'll tell you about it later when we get to life stuff. I wanted to cast on my hubby's sweater, and I wanted to cast on a shawl. So I did get that done. I'd also had non-knitting goals if I wanted to complete the secret cross stitch for my friend, but it also did not get worked on. It's sitting right here, but it didn't get touched, and neither did the one for my sister, just because, again, life. So my goals are being put on hold for a little bit. So I just had to rearrange and tweak, not twerk, and tweak them because life happens, and that's not a bad thing. So let's get started on stash enhancement. Not all of this is from this month. Some of it had been ordered previously and it just finally came in. So don't worry, I did not spend a lot of money. Okay, there is going to be crinkling too, and I apologize for that. So you already saw the project bag. And I have 3 things of yarn to show. The first is Desert Vista Dye Works exclusive colorway from last year. For some reason, it did not come in the bag with the skein I had earned from Instagram knitting, and I had messaged her and I said, hey, I didn't get this. I show in my emails that you acknowledged that I earned it. I was just wondering if it got lost or what's going on. So she responded that she didn't know what had happened and why it didn't get in my bag. So she went ahead and sent it to me, and I am very grateful for that. This is on the Viso sock base, and it is called Someday. And it comes with a little mini. The Viso sock base is a soft yarn. It is 75-25 superwash merino nylon. Then the other 2 yarns are from guess who? Corinne from Hawaii Bazaar. Of course you're right. Ding, 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 ding. Because I love Corinne's yarn. This is not new information. Okay, the first one is from February. She had put a hold on this one for me because I'd also ordered some stitch markers with it, and that she was creating out of resin, and the resin didn't set properly. So I told her, just keep it until it's done. There's no need for you to be out extra shipping money to ship it separately. So I just told her to wait. This is the February Heartbeat colorway, and here is one of the stitch markers that she made. That is the Map of the Soul 7, which is sideways right now, but there we go. It is the album art for one of their new albums. The newest one prior to the B album. It came out last February, which is why their second album that came out last year is a big deal, because not a lot of people drop 2 albums in a year, but they made it happen. There's BTS for the day. Oh, I'm not done yet, though. Oh, I'm not done yet. I also have BTS March in the Dope colorway, which is a fantastic song. You should listen to it. It was the first one that made it big in Korea for them, and RM, their leader, kind of knew it was going to be a big one because it was super catchy. And so he actually introduced and said the name of the group at the beginning of the song. So there would be no question of whose song it is. And when people were wondering, oh, I really like that song, whose is it? It was right in the song. Genius. I also have the stitch markers that were being a bit of a pain, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm going to pull these out because they're going to be a little harder to see. So we have these. These are all BTS themed, just so you know. And there are still more coming, but there's a bit of a backlog on them. So we have Hope for J-Hope and Hope World. It's a little Hobie flower. This is the Love Yourself artwork. Right here, the heart. This is Most Beautiful Moment in Life album artwork in fun colored resin. Oh, I love them. And then we have over here we have BTS and ARMY. ARMY is the name of their fandom, sort of like Lady Gaga has her little monsters. BTS has ARMY. And those are our symbols for the boys, and ARMY, BTS, and then that says ARMY. And then since Corinne is amazing and still feels the need to thank me for being patient as her friend, she sent me some little freebie stitch markers as a thank you for waiting, which was unnecessary, but I still appreciate them. So let me get these out of the bag. This is a bigger version of the Love Yourself artwork, and just a little Korean character. I honestly could not tell you what it is because I can't read Hangul, but I'm sure Corinne would be able to tell me. And that is her business card right there. Go check her out. Not because she is my friend, but because she honestly does amazing work. And she works hard and she deserves it. Most of my friends that are dyers, what am I saying most? All of my friends that are dyers work hard and do amazing work. They all deserve your love. I also got this from my friend Cynthia. I don't know if she made it or not, but I absolutely adore it. It is the Korean way of saying, like, I love you. It's a little heart. And some people will say it's because this is the bottom part of the heart. Others will say this is what an anatomical heart looks like. Regardless, love you. And the purple heart above is just symbolic of BTS because they say I purple you, as we've discussed before. And Ruth, I purple you. She always... That's our thing. And then finally, I got the book Embody, which is a plus size friendly, size inclusive book with sewing patterns and knitting patterns. And while I would never be brave enough to pose like this on a book, I am darn proud of her for feeling that confident. It's something I would never be able to do. So power to her. And I am in love. I want to make all of these things because they're amazing. Just one of the pictures I'm going to put up for you. This book focuses on building a capsule wardrobe, so it's about making things that work for all seasons, that work with each other and are perfect. Look at this stunning cardigan. Just gorgeous. Oh goodness, I cannot show this properly. But yeah, so that's all I have for enhancements. I am going to go into life stuff now. Okay, first off, I want to thank everyone that purchased something from my D-stash, because if you guys don't know, my kitten, Bella, was very sick over Easter, and She was in the hospital, had exploratory surgery. We don't know what's wrong. We still don't know what was going on, but she wouldn't eat or drink. She couldn't potty for 3 days. She was just lying there sleeping and had no energy. So they thought that maybe she had swallowed something and that it was just blocking her tummy so that she couldn't use the restroom, and so it had to be removed. So they did open her up, but they did not find anything, and so that's why we still have no idea why she was so sick. But she stayed at the vet over the holiday weekend, so that way if there was anything wrong, we didn't have to race her to an emergency vet. But everyone, they knew her history there, the background, what was going on. It was the same people taking care of her every single day, and we didn't have to wait or worry. So I hosted this massive D-stash at the beginning of the month to try and pay for this enormous vet bill. And so thank you so much to everyone that purchased something. It really helped out a lot. I was able to pay for half of her surgery up front, and I really appreciate it so much. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you guys were able to help. Even if you didn't buy anything, you shared or you sent a message saying, I hope she gets better, and you've been checking to see how she is. And I can't appreciate that enough. These cats are my world. They're the thing that has kept me going since moving here, and my hubby is in love with them too. My therapist has noticed that they're kind of like my emotional support, and so when they're sick or they don't feel good, I am worried. And so it was a very long weekend, but she's home now. She is okay now. We're still keeping an eye on her just because we want to be safe, and we worry. Her fur is not fully grown back yet, so she has a little boo-boo belly right now, as we call it, and she has a little patch on her arm where the IV was. But after she came back, that was part of why I didn't knit, because I was too nervous to knit, and I was just worried sick, and I was waiting for the phone to ring. Then I had my COVID vaccine, and I got the Johnson & Johnson the day before it was paused in the country. I was in the urgent care for a little while with stomach issues afterwards, and I was just so sick. I was not going to be knitting. I didn't touch my knitting for at least 2.5 weeks this month, which is why I don't have as much done as I normally do. And on top of being sick, I just, from the COVID and being in urgent care and waiting to get better, we also went traveling, and my hubby is not a fan of the idea of me knitting in the car, and I respect his wishes that I not knit, because he has seen enough soldiers get injured in accidents from having sharp things in their lap, because knitting needles can deflate airbags, they can puncture organs, and it's not a safe thing. And so I respect his wish in not knitting while the car is running. So we went to Wilmington, we went to Raleigh, we've been a few different places. Wilmington is a beach about an hour and a half away, and we had the best food at the Copper Penny. I have some videos of the hubs and I. In the future, I am wanting to add a few segments, not into the podcast, but just on my channel in general. I want to add Military Mondays, where I can talk about a certain topic in the military. If you have questions, you can ask them on Ravelry or put them in the comments below, and I can always happily answer them within reason. And also just things that you might not know about, or words that you've heard and might not understand. And I also want to incorporate a Sunday Hyundai segment, and for now they're just going to go at the end of this episode since there's been a few. But we just had a lot of fun. We went to the beach, we went to a few museums, we went to see a battleship. There's been a lot of fun things that we've done, and so I wanted to share that with all of you. we are getting to the end of the month. I haven't set goals for next month yet because I'm going to be gone in Myrtle Beach with my family, as I said earlier. And so I think for right now, my main goal is just going to be get my Desert Vista Dye Work socks done for next month. Knit 2 extra pairs of socks since I didn't finish this pair this month. So I'll finish that one and an additional pair. I want to cast on the body of the Hubs' sweater. And I would like to separate for sleeves, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Stash Dash starts next month. So when we get closer to Stash Dash, I will assess what my projects look like and go from there. So until next time, do what makes your heart sing. For me, it's 2 sticks and string. See ya! In the saga of having a cat interrupt my editing time, we have a Bella. Oh goodness. I love my cats. I figured I would show you that she's alive and well. She's happy. She does have a bit of her boo-boo belly showing. Just a tiny bit. Right there, you can see. But she's healing well, huh? So, just thought I'd show you my little Bella Boo. See ya! Oh, all the loves, all the loves. I have cuddly cats. I'm so lucky. Oh, do you guys see how cute this is? She loves her snugs. Oh. You just get a minute of cat snuggles and loves. You're welcome. See ya. Say hi, honey.
Hello.
We are at Walk-Ons, which is like a Cajun-style, Louisianan themed sports bar and restaurant. And we just got Boom Boom Shrimp appetizer, and I'm a child. I got mozzarella sticks. So we're gonna see how it tastes. All right, here we go. Try some Boom Boom Shrimp.
I'm eating it already, but.
Thoughts?
It's a bit spicy. I didn't catch the sauce name, but it's really, really good. It just looked really good when I went here last time with my group of friends. Hail and Farewell. Yeah, I must have had to get this, and yeah, it's really, really good.
All right, but now you have to explain what a Hail and Farewell is, since...
Oh, yeah, we had a send-off for one of my employees that was leaving. So.
All right, well, enjoy.
Oh.
Okay, guys, our food is here. He got the lemon butter chicken with broccoli.
A little bit of healthy option.
He's calorie counting.
I am. Yep.
I am obviously not. I got their pasta Alfredo with blackened chicken, and it looks stunning.
I'm just surprised.
All right, so what are your thoughts?
There's quite a bit. Oh, you know what? There's mashed taters under here. Yeah.
Taters?
Taters. It looks really good. It's just quite a bit.
Well, give it a taste.
So, the rule to self, never order an appetizer at an American restaurant because it's just so many calories, but it's really, really good. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take out this home, huh?
Well, give it a taste test. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's try it. It's really good.
Good? All right, well, we are going to dig in, and we'll talk to you later. Hello, everyone. We have finished our lunch, which was delicious. We are stuffed. Say hi, hen.
Hello. So stuffed.
So stuffed. And we are out together because it's Hun Day, as we call it, which means we spend our day with our Hun. He's my Hun. And since I am a chicken, Hun is accompanying me to go get my vaccine. So we are outside of the CVS, and I'm going to get the Janssen vaccine, which is a single dose. And he's here as moral support. So I will let you guys know how it goes, what it's like. I am a person, I don't like needles, but I have tattoos. And for those that are like, huh, that doesn't make sense. They're different needles. A tattoo needle only goes through a few layers of skin, and a shot goes through all of your layers and into the muscle. So they're longer, they're thicker. I don't like them. So we're getting a vaccine. Yay. He's been vaccinated since January. And in case you guys haven't yet, sign up, go get it done, and wash your hands. Anything to say?
Oh, no, yeah, when you said Hyundai, I thought you wanted a new car. So.
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
So relieved. So,
but we'll discuss cars later.
Oh, gosh.
All right, see ya.
The shampoo.
Okay, so I am all vaccinated officially. I have my shot. Right there's my Band-Aid. The Janssen or the Johnson & Johnson shot is a single dose. Pretty much I could check in 15 minutes prior. They took my name, they took my social. And then I just waited until someone was open. I signed up for VSafe, which will check in on my health every day for a few weeks to see reactions of vaccine to help other people. And I sat there for 15 minutes. I will say that the actual sticking with the needle did not hurt. The liquid that was the vaccine itself, as it was administered, did feel heavy, and you could feel it going in. So that was a little awkward and a little painful, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm writhing in pain. It was just uncomfortable. So don't wait, vaccinate. Hey babe.
Hey, darling.
Where are we?
We're at the Pharaoh's Village.
And what are you going to be eating for lunch?
I got the salad, chicken salad, gyro.
Chicken gyro salad, yeah. I got a beef kebab platter. And this is a Mediterranean type grill. I grew up eating this kind of food, so I enjoy getting to share it with my honey. Happy Hyundai. Hello, everybody. We
Hello.
are on a walk. It's the first time I've done any sort of distance that's not in a store in over a year. I think he's trying to kill me.
No.
He is. It's just 2K. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so this is the little neighborhood where we live. We are on post, technically, but this post is so huge, other than the constant booms of gunfire and cannon fire, you'd never know you were on post. So, see ya. Well, 3,000 steps later, not even kidding, I looked it up. 3,000 steps later, we're still not quite there, but we're close to our end destination. We are halfway across the bridge. This is the main highway of the post. Welcome to All-American, y'all, on the All-American Bridge. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Good job, darling.
So encouraging. It is super windy out here today. So I figure you guys can join me for our last few steps to see wherever this site is that he's taking me to see. He said it's an adventure, and I don't get to know the end destination. So, let's see what he's got for us. We are almost there. Officially off the bridge. Alright, so we are at the Grove of Honor. Each of these little podiums has a plaque with names listed on it. And I'm going to read what this plaque says. It says the Congressional Medal of Honor. The Congressional Medal of Honor, established by joint resolution of Congress on July 2nd, 1962, is awarded in the name of Congress to a person who, while a member of the United Armed Forces, distinguishes himself conspicuously by a gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his own life above and beyond the call of duty, while engaged in an action against any enemy of the United States. The grove of famous and historic trees on this site honors recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor. This living classroom is dedicated to the following Medal of Honor recipients who entered service in North Carolina and served their country with valor above and beyond the call of duty. And then just lists the names of the Medal of Honor recipients and what war they were in when they earned it and their branch. This is at the middle school here on Post. So for those wondering, kids technically go to military school, although it is a public school, and they stay here and live in the system.
Hello.
Say hi.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs. All right, that concludes our little walk today. Now we have to walk home before the sun sets. Let's try. Well, we're home.
I'm sorry.
We still had about 500 steps to go, and something pulled in my leg, and I was in tears the rest of the walk. So, silver lining, I get to use my new ice pack that we bought on LTD Commodities that came in recently. It's got unicorns on it. And it has a purple cap. So for my BTS, it's a double win. But yeah, so no more walks for me in the near future. All right, y'all. We're home safely. 6,000 steps later. See ya. Hello, everyone. So we are kind of gonna do hunt days, I think, like a vlog of some sort, so you get a few hunt days per video. And we are actually out exploring. Where are we, darling?
Wilmington.
We're stopped at a red light. Don't worry, he's driving, but we were stopped safely. Yes, we are in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is right next to the... What, babe?
Carolina Beach.
Carolina Beach. We're going to the beach this weekend. Woohoo!
That was a test question.
We are currently on our way to dinner, and we are going to eat at a Diners, Drive-In, and Dives restaurant.
Supper.
He's fascinated. He's an Anglophile. He tries to emulate being British. He doesn't do a very good job.
Hey.
I'm kidding. I kid. But I've had the privilege of being to a few diners, drive-ins, and dives restaurants. I have had a good experience with most of them. The one that I've been to most frequently is El Indio in San Diego because my family is there. And so every time we get out of the airport, El Indio's is right there on India Street. So we go and it's always delicious. This time we're going to the Copper Penny. And I am excited to see what we will get. So we'll talk to you then. Hello, everybody. Say hi, hon. We are at the Bellamy Mansion here in Wilmington, North Carolina. There's no one around us, so we're having our masks off. Just wanted to give you a little video of what the front looks like. This was some place that had enslaved talented artisans, and there's actually fully intact slave quarters in the back. We are very interested to learn. I lived in the South for a very long time as a kid, and so I think that learning about this history is very important to make sure that it doesn't happen again. So we are thoroughly looking forward to this, and I will try and take pictures if they are allowed. So until then, see ya. Hey everyone, so we are at the Carolina Beach. We ended up not taking any video in the Bellamy Mansion because while it was allowed, we took a lot of pictures. There were a lot of people there and I didn't want to disturb them in their viewing time. So instead, pretty beach. Say hello, darling.
Logging my calories, sorry.
Calories are important for him. But it is relatively empty today, just because it's not peak season yet. That's a little cool. But we're trying to see if we can get Hubs to go stick his feet in the water. Will we be successful?
Probably not. Maybe next time, darling. I would have brought my sandals.
You have your flip-flops in the car.
I know. I'll tell you what, you come in with me, we'll do it together.
I'll do it.
You want to?
All right, it's gonna happen. See ya. What on earth is this man doing? What do y'all think? To be fair, he did just finish running a 5K for PT, but oh, that's gold. Roll them hips, honey, roll them hips.